play.
Oh my goodness!
Of course, you'd have to speed that up like 19 times because
That's
of
true.
his,
Yeah, that's
I know.
true. Yeah,
That was like my eighth.
That's a great
That
one.
was,
Yeah,
that was like my 8th try.
yeah, that was good. That
It
was
was
very
like
good. Yeah. All right, so Pharaoh, you are going against the dealer. He has a +8. What do you got? You
I
ready?
got a 23. And I'm going to try and cheat.
Oh, there you go.
So,
Let's see what you got.
All right, I want to activate my Omega Tech.
All right.
And it's not really designed to do anything here anyway, but I'm going to use it anyway because I feel like it should help me. So I have a blather gecko. It's a tiny gecko-like biological construct perches on your shoulder and translates foreign languages into something you can understand. Encounter power, minor action. To end the encounter, you speak and understand through the translating gecko all languages. In addition, you don't grant combat advantage when you're flanked because the gecko continually informs you of creatures that are in the area.
Wow, that's awesome. I will give you a +4 for that.
Nice. That is
Yeah.
27 then.
Oh man, holy cows! So I have an 8, which means that if I roll a 19, if I roll a 20, I beat you.
Yeah.
No, not even close. All right. So with Pharaoh, you that evening. Oh, so you get your choice. You get 4 mundane items, which I'll give you from the list, or you get 1 Omega Tech. Which would you prefer?
I'll take the Omega Tech.
Yeah, you got it. All right. So your Omega Tech is Endeavor Neurojack. Yeah.
You
Yeah,
got all the
Endeavor.
Neurojack stacked.
Endeavor Neurojack. I will shuffle these a bit.
And Endeavor.
Yeah. And then also,
You know
I'm
the-
going to give you,
you know perception
an
thing?
Omega Tech.
Yeah.
It's the
I'm
same
gonna put it in
before
front of
athletics.
you. You can trade out
Oh,
any
okay.
Omega
Nice.
Techs for it because you took the time to actually good. And when you're ready, we're ready for your caravan reading.
So, I'll cite part of it and then, jump to the important part.
You're the
Says-
poetry one too, right?
no, that's
No,
not.
no.
So, cities, towns, and sometimes even large villages provide the setting for highly interesting, informative, and often hazardous affairs and incidents. Even becoming an active character in a campaign typically requires interaction with the populace of the habitation. These same activities in a completely strange town require forethought and skill. Care must be taken in all one says and does. Jumping down a bit, the tavern house may be potentially helpful or useful to characters, but they also contain clever and dangerous adversaries.
Wow. Oh,
Are you
my
sure you're
gosh.
looking around for
You
clever
have
ideas?
no idea how applicable that's going to be. So one. I'm going to put that right there. You now have your choice of 2 of these. You can switch out any ones you want.
And they're both
And
armor.
that
I'm
came
trying to
just from Gary's wisdom on how to go about the tavern.
All right, so they're both armor. I'm trying to actually trade
Get
out
rid of
armor.
armor.
That's
Yeah.
so.
So you don't need those, right?
Right.
Okay. I will give you 50 XP for those. That was fantastic. Great reading. And so at that point, you guys have had a really fun night. You go back up. You do 3 other matches. Do you win them all? Do you win some? It's your choice. What do you do?
So the second one, so I win the first one. I'm feeling really confident, and then this like really big bulky guy walks up, and I don't really know what he is. I wasn't really paying attention. I was caught up in the moment and all that, and like he kind of just like overpowers me really easily. He probably has like 25 strength, maybe. Heck if I know.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I realize what's going on, so I kind of like use the force he's pushing against me to kind of like kick off of him into the water, into
Nice.
a cannonball.
Very nice.
So it was kind of
Very
like
good.
giving up, but not really in a comedic way.
And everybody enjoys it. For the evening, you get 3 mundane items or 1 Omega Tech. Your choice.
I'll go for the Omega Tech.
Got it. All right. Okay, it is a porta-comp. There you go. Yeah.
I think I already have
So
one
you
of
guys have
these.
a really nice evening. And
have
at
one
that
of these.
point, Lorelei comes to all of you and she says, "You guys have jumped right in. You've been really wonderful guests here at Stars Hollow Inn, but it's 9:30, and I want you to get something from the kitchen. Did you? So just tell me your order now. I'll make sure that something's made for you because I don't want you to get nixed and not get something to eat before it's 10 o'clock. So you guys all give her your order. Tell me if you don't give her your order."
I absolutely do, but I'm going to need something that'll stick to my ribs because things tend to go right through me.
I know what you need. She says, you need mutton, and it will be brought right to you. Okay, so at that point, it's getting toward the end of the night, and you guys have seen servers coming all night, right? Oh, but I have to stop. And the reason why is I have to tell you who was in the tavern, because you took the time to watch.
Well, not only just watch, but I was.
You studied,
I was
yeah.
I was talking to people, and I was
Right.
trying to actually get interaction, which is What I'm good at.
Yes, exactly. All right, so here is who you find. All right, so you've already met Morgan and Virgil. Okay, they were on the Pharaoh tables. They appear to be from the 1880s on Earth. Okay, they're wearing those. You also came across that man who had that really dark pallor, who appeared to be sick. You come across this guy who, when you come near him, you've been a healer long enough to know that he has tuberculosis and he's probably 6 months close to death. You could absolutely give him palliative cures, but you don't actually have the ability to cure diseases permanently, do you? Yeah. You come across a young man in a hoodie, right? There's no one around him, right? And in front of him is just a glass of water, and he seems to be thinking, right? He's thinking about something deeply, but the water in front of him is just kind of swirling around in the cup. Very good. Marion drinks that guy under the table, and immediately so the guy with the sick pallor, he definitely loses. He's brought over, he's revived, and this man who comes over to revive him appears to look exactly like Morgan and Virgil. He's very similar. Different man, same time, same clothes. And he comes over and he says, "Doc, are you okay?" And he brings him over. And this man kind of sits with him and kind of like
Doc
revives. That's exactly right. Revives him 50 XP. And the woman, Marion, just moves right on. What did you say?
XP for noticing something too?
No.
What did you do?
I said Percy Jackson.
Oh, that's right. You're exactly right. You get 50 XP. That is exactly who it was. Very good. I'm going to give you 50 XP for my kids who all read the novels as well. So that's an extra 50.
And Marion out drinking a guy. That's not a reference to Raiders of the Lost Ark, is it?
It is Marion Ravenwood. Fantastic job. Yeah, very nice. You get a 50 XP there. Very good. I'm not going to get there. Oh, there is a one man. You start to attempt to go over toward him, and someone else it warned you. Okay, so the person who warned you, he says, "Stranger, don't go over there." And the man you're talking to, he's human. He's wearing black leather, but he also has armor. He has tattoos on him, and this eye he has is covered, like he's blind in one eye, and he looks like he got real
Patch covered, or Jonah Hex covered.
It's patched, it's not Jonah Hex, and he says, "This isn't my city, but I know enough to know a man that you should not bother." And so this man, who's human, he has kind of dark hair, he's about 6 feet tall, black clothes, and an eye patch. He warned you away from a man sitting at a table in the corner, all by himself. Okay, the man in the corner is wearing a stark white robe. He has a straw hat, and the straw hat goes down over his eyes. He has a simple cup of tea in front of him, when you look over to the side, you see that he has wooden shoes. With these 2 blocks that are on him.
It's Samurai Jack.
Ding, 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 ding. 50 XP. Right?
You gotta convert Samurai Jack.
All right, and then you keep moving on, and there's a man wearing a Peterbilt hat and a white T-shirt where it has like the straps here but no sleeves. Okay, it has a different name that I'm not going to use. And then he's wearing jeans as well. And he's just talking with some people. The guy with the Peterbilt hat. I'm not going to get into him. Oh, talking to the guy who has the Peterbilt hat and the white sleeveless T-shirt is a very pretty woman. She is
young.
What's that?
Young.
No, I'm going with the other river. The other river that's dangerous to cross.
So this river, she has very curly hair.
Red?
And she does have red curly hair. And she's talking, and she has a British accent.
I'm guessing if we were to say who she was, that would be telling.
That's okay. Yeah, so we're good. So there's this British woman talking to him, and then and then the other woman, he already met her earlier. Oh, and then there's a guy in a Greek toga, and he is talking about philosophy to one of the other patrons. And he's kind of bald, and he has a curly beard.
I would so get involved in that conversation.
Oh, there you go. Okay. So you spend the night talking to Socrates, right? And then there is a man, he's about 30 years old, and he has a skateboard sitting next to him, sitting there. And then last, there is a young woman. She's about between 25 and 30 years old. She has black hair with these really stark red stripes in it, and this young woman appears to have features that are attractive features, except for her right eye is just slashed right open, and it's pretty grisly. And actually, so she can see through the eye, but her face is kind of a mess. And from the way she is dressed, you noticed.
Is it recent damage or is it
no,
scarred
no?
over
It's easily 3 or 4 years ago, and it has never healed. And you can see that, like, not only is it like scarred, but it never healed right, and you can tell that like she's always trying. And you have absolutely seen this on Gammaworld. For people who are on Gammaworld, like any kind of wounds or anything that very frequently fester because they're constantly being in with mutations, and there's very few things that are very clean here for very long.
I would obviously attempt to see whether I would be able to heal her.
Oh, okay. So you go over, yeah, and her name is. She introduced us as, "My name is Fahia," and she says, "It's very nice to meet you. Thank you." And she accepts it, and you're able to make it clean, but the scars don't go away. But you're able to, and she's, "Oh, it's so much more comfortable. I was actually itching it. Oh, this is wonderful. I really appreciate your help. Thank you very much." And then that's everybody in the tavern, okay, except 2 people who I'm going to show you in 1 minute. All right. So
Did
at that
I meet
point,
any of those people in my match?
so when you come down, who would you like to sit with?
Well, I mean, I know him, so I'm probably gonna come up and sit next to
absolutely.
him.
Go ahead. That's playing to your character. So at that point, you guys all come down, and you guys, it's been a long day.
I go
You
next
down
to the
eat.
guy with the skateboard.
There you go. Right. So you and Tony Hawk talk about grind,
I didn't even realize.
grind methods, and all kinds of things like that. So you guys are all here, and at that point, there's a rush to get out the last plates for the evening. Yes.
Well, I'm sure. Well, I'm sure Mrs. Song has some interesting stories to share.
Ah, yes. So you go over and speak with her song. 50 XP. Well done. Well done.
Oh, by the way, I should have said spoilers. Not that would be telling.
No, that's good. You're right. That's great. Very well played. All right. So at that point, you guys go down, and so everybody is waiting, and there's a big rush from the kitchen, and so a lot of food is brought out, and everybody starts to eat. Right. So about 10 minutes goes by, and the food is fantastic. You guys, you brought mutton. You brought. There's even some fruit there. There's it's clean dishes. You guys have not eaten this well in a long, long time. Right.
All of this for a cordless mouse, huh?
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Right now, the one thing
Electric blanket, cordless mouse.
Yeah.
I don't see these two as being
And the
equal.
keel boot.
Yeah, the keel boot, exactly.
Effing keel boot.
Right. So everything's going great. You guys have not had such a nice evening in a long time. When all of a sudden, you see these two. They are sitting at a table by themselves. This gentleman here holding the axe, his name, yeah. You hear his name. You hear his name used, and it's Shrade. And then sitting next to him is Tethaba. Okay, and the two of them are talking for a little while, right?
Oh, they are clearly adventurers.
Yes, that's exactly right. They are clearly adventurers.
Bless you.
And you hear Tethaba go, where is she with my meal? I've been waiting for like a half an hour. And so all of a sudden you hear a slam, and out of the kitchen comes Suki. Okay? And so Suki storms out of the kitchen. She's 5 feet tall. Okay? She's a little on the round side. Okay? She has
Does she have a ball on the top of her head too?
a ball.
Is her hair in the shape of a ball too?
No, actually, Suki has like a banana, like one of those rags, not a rag, but like a bandana. She has a bandana tied around her, and Lorelai looks over, and Lorelai just gets this terrified look on her face. Now, this is clearly Lorelai's cook, because she came right out. She's and she is clearly the cook, right? And you can and she is holding this plate, right? And she puts that plate down, and she looks, and so this woman Suki, she looks at Tethaba, and she goes, "Did you return this?" Right? It's like, and at this point, there's all this carousing. Marianne is like drinking, taking another drink, right? Marianne Ravenwood, And Suki says, "Did you return this?" And Tetha goes, "Yes, I returned it 30 minutes ago because I ordered medium rare and it's rare." Right? Suki like slams her fist down on. She says, "Are you out of your mind? I studied under the French chef." She says, "Francois Duchard. This is medium rare." Right? And now I'm gonna roll.
Well, how bloody?
Wait. I'm gonna warn you all now. You've seen okay. I used a Tau battle mech against one of you last game. This situation could be much more different, much more scary. So just be aware. I'm gonna roll it now. One of you is about to go into a very dangerous situation. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. She walks right over. So she turns to you because your seat is close, and she says, "Sir." Now Tethaba stands up at this point. Suki is standing up. Tetha is standing up. Okay, and at this point, all of you, have like, you have macaroni and cheese to your mouth, and and all of a sudden, it's like the air just evaporates out of the room. Okay, because she goes to you and like almost in slow motion, she says, "Is this rare or medium rare?" Don't answer yet. And then at that point, every single one of you realizes who's in the room. Right? There are absolute killers in this room. Right? And everyone. All the joviality, all the goodwill for the evening has evaporated, and like there's a few people who are kind of like still looking at there, but well over 90% of everybody in the room, you see them shifting toward essentially what is a stance, right? So everybody's gear.
Well, with
like,
that, I begin to vibrate and shake a little bit, and I'm about to explode.
There you go. You're kicking in as well. And so all of you are now. Just so you're aware, I want to know. I want an insight check from each one of you at a target number 18. Good luck.
Ooh, that's a natural 20.
Oh, nice. Okay, that's awesome. Good.
I do insight well.
I do insight well too.
What do I add to an insight?
You don't need to add anything. You rolled a natural 20.
I got a 20.
So 19.
Oh, nice. Your result is 19, 20, and 20. Okay. So all of you are aware of the following. You've all succeeded. There's a really good chance that people are about to die. Just because there's about to be a bar fight, and unfortunately, none of these guys bring boxing gloves to the match. Everybody in here, straight up killer, and they all have, some of them literally have hair triggers. You have Doc Holliday in the room. He can kill like 3 people on the first round, right? Okay? Like headshots. And so all of you are extremely aware of the following. There's about to be a massive fight if things don't go really, really well, okay? And the problem is, it's for nothing, right? Like, you're like, oh, where's the exits? You are thinking, your eyes automatically go to the exits because you guys have risked your life for a lot of things. You've been on Gammaworld for a long time, and you know that people are going to drop dead in the next few seconds.
Thank goodness.
If this doesn't go well, okay, and it's probably going to be for darn near nothing. Okay, so at that point, so she goes to you. Is this rare or medium rare?
So, I did not study at the school
of Francois Duchard.
So I would not be able to speak to that. I actually tend to prefer the things that grow rather than meat. So that is where's the freaking
So
it's a 30 on persuasion. I'm trying to stay neutral.
Trying to stay neutral.
You absolutely stay neutral with it.
Yes.
I roll over there, and my wheelchair is starting to flame a little bit.
Oh, nice.
My eyes are blazing. So the problem is it's not cooked enough. Is that what you're saying? Because
so
we can turn it up in here.
But so Suki says, are you saying it's rare and not medium rare?
I'm saying she said it's not cooked enough.
She says, get out and get out. Right? Like she points at you and she points at Tethaba. Immediately, get out, right? And at that point, Lorelai comes forward and Lorelai nods at you and nods at Tethaba like you need to leave immediately. What do?
I want my handcuffs back.
All right, and then at that point, Tethaba looks at Trade and just nods her head, and he pulls that axe back, and the second he does, it's off, right? And so the first thing that happens is Doc Holliday, he just like goes
I
straight up.
overcharge immediately.
Now,
my alpha.
now, you guys have enough time. Is anybody running out of the room?
I'm invisible,
Do I have time
so
for
I'm
a minor
hiding in a
action?
corner watching everything happen.
Do I have time for a minor action?
We'll get there. So are you running?
No.
That's my only question right now.
Can I perform a Quicksilver action like from Days of Future Past, where I reorient everybody in awkward positions about to attack?
That's, I don't think you're that fast. And actually, you could do that in a normal space, but you got Doc Holliday here. He would see you coming. All right, all right. So and then.
Renowned gunslinger.
Oh, here's the next question. Are you going to duck under a table and run?
I'm going to duck underneath the table.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Good call.
Invisible? Ducked under a table?
I'm invisible.
You are going to be able to get your minor action, and you are staying in the thick of it, correct?
No, I'm going to be on the outer edges.
All right. 25 XP, 25 XP?
Yes.
All right. And you're... Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Wait. No, you're not running, but...
I'm on. I said I was going to one of the outer perimeters of the. Of
He's
the
not
room.
out of
in
the
ring.
fight.
You're not running. Okay, I'm going to take that as a not running. All right, so at that point, it kicks off. All right, so right now we're going to roll. We're going to roll for initiative. Doc Holliday is going to be my primary. Everybody else will go in order after each one of you guys.
Do I have to roll as well? Or?
No, you guys, because of your invisibility, you may come in at any point after the first bad guy attacks, and after whichever one of these guys goes first.
Okay.
You are underneath the table. You may come up at the very end and take action after all of these guys have gone. Okay.
Can you just sit under their healing?
Right.
It's only if you're
and
close,
so yeah,
so.
and all right, so
You gotta be
hold
level
on.
3.
Yeah.
So are you going to let me do the minor action?
Hold on. Yes, you can take your minor action now.
I
have my
explode.
FP. Whoa!
I
Wow.
overcharged, and so reflex of a 15
All right.
in 5 burst.
Whoa! Holy crap!
He's gonna kill everyone.
Wow, that's bad. Oh.
Oh,
This is such a nice tavern.
That's pretty decent. It was nice until Suki got involved.
No, until this guy literally let the powder keg.
That is
Right.
48.
So that doesn't hit me.
4d8 to everybody there.
48
To anyone to reflex
48?
48 damage.
Oh my gosh!
To anyone, it's reflex 15 I hit.
Do I have to make that?
No,
Because
no.
I'm like hiding in the corner all the way.
I'm
into
sorry,
that.
that's not 48. Wow, it's a lot more than that.
Damage? How
Yeah,
much
it's,
damage?
It's 40. It's 60 points of fire damage
Holy.
as I explode and I am incorporeal.
Yeah, you do. You're fine.
It doesn't hit
Yeah,
me.
because you're on.
Well, I mean, it didn't hit my reflex.
Right. Yeah. And what is your reflex?
What do I have to?
No, your reflex score.
Yeah.
It's your defense.
I have reflex +1/+1. I don't know what. That
So what is your dex?
My dex is 14, which is a +2.
So he's out of 16.
Yeah, so
Right.
he misses
So
it.
you are you're safe.
Oh,
You do
thank goodness, 'cause that
you
would've
do not
dropped
take
me.
that. You need to make that. What's your reflex?
Well, my reflex AC is a 24.
Yeah, you're fine.
And and as I said, I was going to the outer perimeters of the room. So
All right. However, you do kill a few people.
So,
That's
few?
a lot of damage.
a few.
You killed several.
and
Right.
it knocks three. It pushes people back 3 squares
Oh my god.
and knocks them prone.
Oh, that's bad.
You
Okay.
just- why? What the heck?
So Shrade and Tethaba are both gonna. Actually, I have to make their rolls.
They're very unhappy at the
No,
moment.
they don't roll.
Oh, it's
their reflex.
purely. Neither one of them are going to get hit by that. But who does get hit by that is the following people. All right, so you have killed Suki. She is dead.
We
Why?
need another chef.
All right. So.
Yeah, see, like I didn't know how to interpret that situation. I'm like, all right,
Boy.
am I worried that Suki and Tabitha are on the same level,
No.
or what? So I'm like,
They're not.
I'm like, you know what?
Suki is a
I'm
human
just,
chef.
I don't know people. messed up in this world. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to stay neutral. I'll let them.
I tried diffusing the situation. It didn't work.
No, you didn't.
Morgan,
No, you didn't.
Morgan does not hit that. Morgan, Virgil, and Wyatt. None of them. Certainly not Doc. Percy. Let me check. Hold on.
It's over here.
Don't forget, the blast would have knocked a cup of water on
Oh
him.
no, Percy's a demigod. Isn't
Why would I think this is demigod?
Also, the cup of water would have fallen on him, and the water would have touched him, and then
That's
healed.
true. You're absolutely right. Marion Ravenwood is killed.
Oh, I made a little
oh.
miscalculation,
Oh.
Scott.
Yes. Go ahead.
I actually hit it's actually reflex 22.
Oh man! Holy cow! So he's fine, but it does hit you.
That drops me.
Oh my gosh!
How
Oh.
much drops?
15.
Yeah. So
15
you are
negative or
unconscious.
15 negative.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
now,
fine. It's not as bloody.
now you do take 7 off of that because of your armor. So that would reduce it to 53. That's still going to knock you out.
Absolutely.
Gelatinous.
So you are
Have
completely
any
knocked out. You are
resistance
not
damage?
killed, but you are knocked out. Samurai Jack doesn't it's not even. A
So
thing.
I'm actually
Snake Plissken is fine. Jack Burton is fine. Yeah, Jack Burton is
Wait.
fine.
Snake Plissken and Jack Burton, two people played by Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
And then, River Song is killed.
So
you really?
Yes.
Alright, so it's 60 damage.
Wait, the woman who applauded you, Cleopatra from Egypt, she's
dead.
killed. Socrates is killed. And Tony Hawk, no, his reflex is way over 22.
He's
and
skateboarding around.
does this with his board. Tony Hawk lives. And Vahia, man, as soon as this happens, there's so much going on. The only person who sees it before he falls unconscious is the gelatinous Simeon. And Vahia is... she's bolts, and actually she flips out through the window and splashes, and you hear her splashing in water. Okay, and and we're up. So let's get going. So the first one is going to be, and the real problem here is Doc Holliday. All right, so we're going to go right through. Go ahead.
All right, so was I behind the table before he exploded, or
Yes.
was I?
Yeah.
All right, so do I get any bonus to my reflex save?
Oh, you're out. You're not caught in a blast at all.
Well, the 22 is going to hit me.
No, the issue you ran, so you're fine.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. You did not run. You just remained invisible. That's why you got hit.
So,
Yeah.
with my whole flowing form thing, that affects my armor as well, right?
Yeah, you can. You can.
So
absolutely
when
have it
I
affect your armor.
when I fall unconscious, I'm just gonna I'm gonna make it a thing where I hope it's okay where I just kind of puddleify when I'm
and
unconscious.
ooze out, absolutely.
So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna, along with my armor, I just kind of fall down and then just puddle.
Perfect, not a problem.
That way,
so
my
you
unconscious
only-
body won't be seen by any
You
of
kind
the.
of,
Are you
yeah,
sure,
it's true.
Are you sure
Pull
you're not
out.
a cyborg from the future with a liquid alloy metal?
I might,
is
you never
not.
know.
All right, so we'll go right through. So that was your attack, and what Doc is going to be first. Where so actually Rod is at the top. Okay, where is Where is Aaron?
25.
25. You go before Doc Holliday. That is impressive. You're out. Where's Gary? Oh, and you're last.
I'm last,
Yeah. All right. So, Aaron, you are next. What do you? Oh, now that was only a minor action.
Yeah.
So you still have your.
I
regular-
actually can't do anything. I actually deconstitute when that happens.
Holy crap!
You don't say.
So it literally looks like I exploded and there's nothing left.
Wow.
I'm assuming
And then I
that
make a
Wow.
saving throw every round to see if I come back or not.
Nice.
I kind of
Well
don't want
played.
to.
Jeez.
you kind of don't want to.
I like
All right.
the rock dude
What
better.
are you doing?
He's
Now?
not a jerk.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I'm going to swift pummel Doc Holliday.
Oh no! So you run right over.
Yeah, that.
All right, that's awesome.
It's like
Okay.
a dash.
So when did we go from heroes to assholes?
We did it.
I'm doing non-lethal.
Yeah.
I'm doing
You hide under a
non-lethal.
table. All right.
I'm a puddle.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, when did
No, I
half of
get
us
that.
go?
I get that. All right, go ahead. Actually, yes.
I wish
Go.
Uncle Mark was here.
Do
This
your
would be
thing.
so funny.
So
You'd probably
against
be
his
out.
AC,
Yeah, I totally missed the part where it was level +3. I just did the +3 at first. I was like, oh, I had 7 to that.
so I got 4 attacks coming in with swift pummel. I'll borrow one of these.
Sure. Knock yourself out.
Actually, you don't want you to knock other people out.
I told you.
That was very.
Wow.
That was not good. 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's awful.
That's a straight, man. That's got to be worth something, right?
2, 3, 4, 5.
What's your highest hit?
That would be a 15. I
Yeah,
think.
you
How much
miss.
you want?
All right, so actually,
I then whizzer away.
Thank you.
oh, nice. And he goes, "You're no Daisy." All right, so that was you on there, and now all my bad guys are going to go. And actually, you can drop in as soon as my first bad guy goes, and so at that point, it is Doc Holliday. He's going to round off, and he is going now. This is Doc Holliday. He just does headshots, so this is going to get
All
ugly.
day long.
Right. All right. So it's going to be Shrade.
All dots.
So I'm going to roll it. I'm going to roll it all right through, and if it's
Would have hit a guy in a wheelchair, would you?
if it's at 15 to 20, it's going to roll for you guys. 15 or below, he's going to take out any of the people here. All right. So 8. So it is going to be 1, 2,
Oh my God! Could you imagine if I
3,
rolled a 20 on
4.
that attack?
No.
No.
4,
No.
5,
Could have
6,
been amazing. You'd have been dead again.
7. No. Already dead. Oh no.
Tony
It's
Hawk.
7. Yeah, 7 and 5. He is gone. It is Tony Hawk. First round, Doc Holliday, boom, shoots Tony Hawk directly in the head.
He
All right.
curves the bullet.
Here's the set. He gets 3 shots, and here's the second one, 7. So that's just going to go up 1, straight to
For comedic
Jack
effect.
Burton.
Oh,
So
man.
Doc Holliday shoots Jack Burton in the head, and
For comedic.
16. Oh, it's going to get ugly.
Wait, did Tony
All
Hawk
right.
die?
Yeah.
For comedic
Yeah.
for comedic effect, he should have flipped the board up and blocked the bullet.
No, Doc Holliday is cooler than Tony Hawk. I
know
love
who
Tony
Doc
Hawk. I
Holliday
met him in
is.
person.
I don't know who Doc Holliday
Holliday
is.
still. You
He's a
gotta
cowboy.
do some reading. Yeah. All right. So you got something to read afterwards. All right. So at that point, it's gonna go. So he is on a puddle on the floor. He
Heck
is
yeah,
under.
he is.
It's the two of you. You will get a chance to use your defense roll. All right. Odds, evens.
He's not there.
I'm
Not there.
Oh, you're right.
I whizzard away.
And then you. That's true. You wizard roll.
I have speed
All right.
9 and I shifted 9.
All right. Doc Holliday fires at you, and it goes right through the image that he fires at, which you are no longer there.
Cool.
All right. And that was, and he killed Tony Hawk and he killed Jack Burton. That's it.
Man.
Doc Holliday is
I'm
gone.
gonna
Is
take
done.
that personally. I like that.
All right. Yeah. And then, so then at that point, do you wish to go?
Only if I have the idea that I can get out of here without getting killed.
All right.
'Cause I've just seen
You're totally right.
Half
Yeah.
of the bar been murdered by him and by
yeah.
the people who have actually already done
You
stuff.
don't actually really know what happened. I exploded.
That's
Well,
The spot where I was exploded.
That's true. But no, you're saying I'm staying right where I'm at, which is extremely wise. That's fine. All right. So at that point, we go right to the top. Everybody in our rounds is gone. So here's what happens. Shrade runs over, and he's going to go against 1, 2, 3. He's going to go against not Tethaba. He is going to go against Morgan, Virgil, Doc. He does go to Doc. So he comes up, he takes a mighty swing at Doc to see if he can kill him with that axe. So Shrade comes forward. He's going to need an 18 or higher. He misses. Doc just goes to the side there and says something in Latin, which nobody understands. All right, and at that point, so that was Shrade. And then at that point, Tethaba comes forward, and she goes 1, 2, 3. You're still around. You're the only target. Holy cows! All right, so that is going to. So she does not attack you, and she is going to go straight to Morgan. So she comes forward to Morgan Earp, Wyatt Earp's brother, and she needs a 16 to hit him. And she does not. Morgan actually, and he pulls out his guns at this point and sidesteps her, and then.
Blows her brains out.
So Shrade, Tethaba, yeah, and you're exactly right, Morgan. That's true. She's right there. He just points his gun directly. It's point blank shot. He kills her, and so Morgan takes out Tethaba, and then at that point Virgil gets his shot.
Hey, Dad, think you started this.
No, I didn't start this.
And
What part of
Virgil
literally lit this
goes
powder keg
to
went over your head?
yeah, Virgil shoots at Schrade.
Is that Virgil or?
Hey, how cooked is that meat now?
What's that?
How cooked is the meat?
Oh, it's actually well done.
It's a leather
Oh
now.
man, that's bad. That's so bad. All right, so he goes. So this is Virgil shooting at. Trying to take out Schrade, and he needs a 16 or higher. Which he misses. And at that point, Virgil is done. Then at that point, the entire fight ends. Percy Jackson stands up. The entire river floods the entire room. And everyone is swept out in a big ball of water. And all the corpses are kicked over to the right. And all the live people are
Joke's
kicked
on
over to the
him.
right.
I blend in with
right
it.
over here. You see Snake Plissken is firing up that Plymouth GTX Roadrunner, all black. And jumping in with him are Samurai Jack. And then... Damn, there's so many people who are dead. Oh my gosh. Fahia. And
left,
everyone
didn't she?
else scatters. And all that you guys are standing in.
Phaia, was that Socrates?
Fahia.
No, that was Filio.
So Fahia
Philia.
is from...
Phaila was the one that I healed.
Correct.
Okay.
She's also gone.
She is a bard trained by old Melniboke from Thracion. Yep.
She also wouldn't be
But
here though because she
Socrates
jumped out
is
the
dead?
window.
Yeah.
Socrates is... Socrates is dead. Yeah, absolutely.
But I did
And
have a chance to philosophize with him.
Oh, yes, absolutely. In fact, your wisdom score goes up 1. You can raise your wisdom score 1 for having spoken with
and you may have
Socrates.
been the last person to speak.
That's yes, absolutely the last person to speak with Socrates. What the heck? All right.
You're welcome.
All I got was knocked unconscious.
So at that point, you... Oh, man, that was ugly. All right, so all of them scream out, and all that's left is Lorelei at the very front door of the Stars Hollow Inn, and she's just crying, and she's like, "Oh, Suki, you are always so much trouble." and she's like, and she comes over, she says, "I have to return all of your items." Right? She says, "We're not going to be able to stay open tonight. It's going to take a few weeks to." She says it's going to take a few weeks to get the Stars Hollow Inn back into order.
I repair.
Right? You do it now. What is the full like? What? How long can you stay out?
Oh, it's every round you just roll to see if you come back or not.
Holy cows! By the way, you are fully reconstituted and at full XP from Percy's
Full
XP.
XP.
Wow. XP. Yes.
full HP. Full
Boom,
HP.
instant level
So,
7.
yeah. Full HP. You're at full
Nothing
HP.
makes me angrier than undercooked meat.
So you but actually Tethema and Schrade did live. That's right.
No, Tethema
Tethema died.
Oh, that's right. You're right. And Schrade didn't. So Schrade is off. Is actually stole one of the horses. Is ridden off. Yeah, and that's perfect. So
I was gonna go,
And so Now do you guys take back? Do you
We
take
can
back
steal
your
the
gorgeous
car.
mouse? No, you're gonna do. She goes. Well, that's very generous of you.
You did.
She offers you back your keel boot.
She can gladly keep my
Like,
heel.
keel boot, yes.
We can steal the car.
I've never heard in a game she could gladly keep my keel boot. so very unusual. This is a very unusual game. All right, and so what does she return to you or try to return to you?
My handcuffs.
Your handcuffs, sir.
Thank you. I take them back.
And
need 'em.
she returns to you.
An electric blanket.
Yeah.
And I give her one of the old school calculators. You know, with
And
this.
she goes, Marion Ravenwood would have really enjoyed that.
You mean an
You're going to give
abacus?
her an old school calculator?
Yeah.
And she says, I really appreciate that. She says,
Is it the solar one so that it doesn't need batteries?
No. I'm not calling it by its right name.
An
but
abacus is what you're talking about, right?
Yes, that.
Oh, jeez.
Right.
With the little beads and all that?
Yeah,
all right, so at that
Thank you.
point, you guys, it's the middle of the night, and you had 3 hours of pure heaven, right? And which was one of the nicest nights you spent in a long time. And Lorelei trudges back into the Stars Hollow Inn to start to clean up. And
Place really went
Percy still
downhill, huh?
inside, or is he
no,
outside?
Percy walks out, right? And he's, by the way, he's completely dry. He just kind of pulls his hoodie up. And he goes, "Are you all okay?"
I would like to actually, talk to him and,
He says,
find out about,
"Oh yes."
about water stuff.
Oh yeah.
He says,
I wonder if he can move me.
What are
"Oh, that's true. He absolutely can control you. You already know that because he fully healed you." And
Oh, that's true.
yeah, he can absolutely control your form. Like so, if anybody's aware of bloodbending, Percy Jackson has bloodbending ability 100% on you.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
Absolutely. He could completely.
You should just
control
come with
your
us.
form.
It would make a great team.
He says, "Well, actually, I am here for a very specific reason." He says,
That's
"Yes."
not the first time I heard that today.
Have you run across other people with purposes here upon Gammaworld?
I have.
Indeed.
And they had an artifact that they wouldn't share with us. I mean, they wouldn't even let us look at it.
He says,
very
the reason I am here is
suspicious.
I am seeking a brother. He is linked with Frey. I am dubiously linked to both the Roman and the Greek pantheons, and I myself am a demigod from Camp Half-Blood. He says, I would apologize for what all happened there.
Are
but,
you
lose
related
his
to
goat,
Gygax?
I am not related to Gygax.
Did he lose his goat buddy? I don't remember his name.
Oh
Did he
yeah,
lose his
yes,
goat buddy?
that's a great point.
His
He's
satyr.
not there.
That's what it is.
The satyr is not there with him, so he absolutely has lost a lot of friends here. He says, "But I will disturb you no longer. Let me be upon my way." He says, "Safe travels to all of you." Right. And by the way, you guys see the last lights of that of the Plymouth GTX Roadrunner as it screams around one of the trash heaps, and you guys are like, "Oh." Got to travel through the night. You're like really, really upset because it's terrible during the night in Gammaworld.
I think we have to talk about conflict resolution.
I have a tent, but I don't know how large said tent is.
That is excellent.
I have a tent as
so
well.
actually,
We can
that
make
is
a tent
100.
city.
Yeah,
Would we have tarps readily on us because we're adventurers?
your tent will be more than enough for everyone. Your horses will have to stay outside.
Well, because he has a tent as well.
Oh, that's
And
perfect. Yeah.
we sometimes do this at Boy Scouts when we're camping, and we put tarps on the
between.
floor and over the top where the two tents kind of meet
Absolutely.
with a little
yeah.
space in between, and then it's kind of like two joined tents. So I don't know if we'd have tarps readily on us because we're adventurers and all that.
You absolutely are able to make camp, and you're able to get through the night because you're prepared with tents and tarps.
Oh, yeah.
You do need to switch out one of your other items, or anybody can put forward one mundane item for the tarps. And at that point, you are able to safely go through the evening.
So-
you wake the next morning,
Uh-huh.
not really well rested. Go right ahead.
So I'm gonna, go back to my book after meeting and speaking with a demigod and looking into religion and pondering that whole scenario. It's like, okay, I physically interacted with a demigod. Now clearly, he's not as powerful as Gygax because he said he's a
Oh,
demigod.
you're right. You never really met a god.
But
You're absolutely right.
That as a cleric, a priest, whatever terminology I'm willing to accept, this is definitely a transitory situation.
So one, he actually comes over, and these are he says, "By the way, I can tell you where you might find deities and demigods. I have seen this book." He says, "There is one in Cincinnati." He says, "The reason I remember is many of the fathers and mothers of other demigods were in there. So I remember it distinctly. When you have time, you should go toward Cincinnati."
I will absolutely make my way there.
Indeed, he says. And what else did you want from him? Just a conversation.
Just a
right?
conversation.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, nothing.
So
that
you
we need
do
to-
you do talk. So you walk with him just a little bit away, and he says, "Please do wish me luck." He says, "My brother, who is related to Frey, this is a very dangerous world. I'm wary that I will be able to find him in time."
So we're heading to New York, right?
Yes, and he's not going that way.
Right.
He's heading west. A lot of people go west, but go ahead.
So we are heading northward. Is there if we might come across your brother? Might we have his name and
Is it
be
the
able to send
Cyclops?
him in your direction?
Yes.
Is it the
He says-
Cyclops?
What's that?
Is it the Cyclops?
The fire
No,
retardant
no,
one.
it's actually Frey. It's Magnus. He says his name is Magnus, and he is Frey's son. And I truly appreciate you carrying that forward. And if you do, last I heard was he was in San Francisco, which I have a very long trip to make. But I truly appreciate your willingness to go. And at that point, he hands you, says, "Take this." He gives you a canteen. He says, "You will find it most useful," right? And then he heads on. That is a canteen of pure water that it never runs out of pure water.
Oh,
So
nice!
you can just pour it out all day long, right? Yeah, exactly. All right.
Canteen of endless water.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what you should really write down.
So at that point, you guys, the night passes. You break camp, like you put up your tents. You actually were able to rest because you were so well prepared. You had the tents and you had the tarps. So you actually were able to get an evening. There is an emotional weight on that evening. You saw a lot of people die for medium rare meat, right? And so you guys are somewhat upset, right?
All right, so
I didn't actually see it.
That's true. Yeah.
Do you know why you didn't see it?
I have no idea.
So I'm putting this out as Ted, the player character. Gary wouldn't think about this at all. But are any of you going into the water to search any of the corpses?
No, I wouldn't care about that either.
Oh, that's a
I'm a
great
spirit
point.
of vengeance.
You
Do
know
wanna
what?
do that?
You know what? Cleopatra was nice. I'm gonna see if there's any knick-knack I could find of hers
Well,
that would.
Yes. So you do now have all of Cleopatra's jewelry, and so she had a raw set of both necklace and it's pure gold.
I'm gonna put that under
And-
ancient. I'm gonna put that under ancient junk.
Yeah, ancient junk.
So I was
You
like,
now have Cleopatra's jewels under your ancient junk category.
So, Jello Ape, are you going to go treasure hunting?
well, I mean, I would have probably reawoken in the pile of dead bodies.
That's true.
So, like, I would already be there, and if I saw anything shiny, I'm not going to just leave it there, of course.
Oh, absolutely. So let me see what you get. All right. So at this point,
I think I'll
Doc
just-
lived, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. And they
Doc and
they kind of all
Shreve or
rode
something.
off. Yeah, that's correct.
I think I'll just
There-
wear-
Samurai Jack totally lived. But so
Snake
the people who
lived.
died,
Plissken lived.
yeah, Snake Plissken died.
I think there was, like,
oh,
4
and
people
oh yes, so you do find something. You find a sonic screwdriver, which was on River Song. So you have a sonic screwdriver. You can put that on your.
Nice. You know what you can do with that?
Absolutely not.
everything.
Pretty much everything.
Yeah.
You could, like, clean your teeth with it. You could open doors.
You also have
Use
Tony
that
Hawk's
screwdriver.
Tony Hawk's skateboard is
I
there.
think it does everything but that.
And,
No, the second Doctor. I remember
Which one was
it.
that?
I think
They-
Dave
oh, yeah, and actually,
what
you have.
about Tethaba?
Yeah, you're exactly right. You do have Tethaba, and actually,
What
can
was
I
on-
please have a PHB? Do any of you have a PHB by chance?
5th edition? I've
Yes,
got ones of our other
exactly.
editions.
Here's some-
Oh yeah, you do have the other ones. I'll take that. Yeah, yeah, that'll work.
Or do you
actually,
talking about
I
a
do need
Dungeon
the
Master's
DMG.
Guide?
I do need the Dungeon Master Guide. So Tethaba, she has the following.
Well, that's why he's going.
Were they anything, or were they just made up people?
They were.
When you're
Yeah.
done, I'll ask.
But I
them
can't
to-
tell you too much because Shrade is still out there. Yes, and here is. Oh, she had on her. Actually, it wasn't on her, but in her on her horse, you find the Rod of 7 Parts, page 91 of the second edition
is that all?
Dungeon Master Guide.
Page
What about
71.
on Jack Burton?
Jack Burton.
The other, the other Kurt Russell.
You find on him. You find the Jade Stone from Lopan.
So when does Escape from Gammaworld come out?
That's good. Well, Snake Plissken, he's free here, man. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
This is like,
He's never going back.
oh, this is the best. Gammaworld is Snake Plissken's home, man. He loves this place.
He's like, screw
What
New
about-
York, screw LA.
What about that tank top that has like the Buddha logo?
Jack
on it?
Burton was killed, wasn't he? Yeah, I think.
Yeah, but that's a headshot.
Yeah. Oh, you're absolutely right. Yeah, he was the one with the Jade Lopan. Did I say
Yeah.
that for somebody else?
Yeah. No.
He has a Jade Stone from Lopan.
I was asking about his shirt that has a Buddha symbol on it. You know, like from the.
No, he had a white sleeveless T-shirt. That's all he was wearing. That's all he had.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
From
So
a
are you
different
going?
earlier scene?
Are you going with the suggested powers?
Do I need to pick them? It's standard.
Okay. So what's in here? So
Yeah.
it's immunity to 1 attack form, fly at will, Cure Light Wounds once a day, True Seeing once a day, Hold Monster once a day, double character's movement, slow once a day. When completely assembled, the rod can have major powers. Suggested powers are Restoration once a day and Shape Change twice a day.
So I get all of that?
All
Yes.
of it. You have the rod.
So that means my movement is doubled?
Yes.
Or you could double my movement. And I'll move the board for you.
Yeah, just move the board.
All right. So with that, okay, got to keep it moving. All right. So all right. So you guys get going, and it's a new shiny day, and you guys, all of you, just kind of look back because Stars Hollow Inn was really a nice place. You had a really good time until Doc Holliday started headshotting people.
I know, Doc
No.
Holliday.
No, it wasn't Doc Holliday that said it all.
Oh, that's true. That's true. He
Yeah,
just
that cook,
reacted. He
Suki.
just reacted. Suki. Yeah, Suki is the problem. No, I don't think so. I love Suki. All right. Okay. So, yeah.
Well, do you love her?
I can't wait for you guys to find out who Suki is in the comments. It's going to be so much fun. All right. So,
As long as it's not Snooki.
and also, all of you.
She's an anime
By the way,
character, right?
you all get
Yeah.
duplicate man cards for not knowing who Suki Sackhart's house is. And I guess I'd lose my man card for knowing who she is. All right. But we'll get there. All right. So.
Suki Sackhouse?
Yeah, trust me, you are going to find out in the comments who she is, guaranteed. Okay, so with that, you guys continue forward, okay, and you are traveling, and you're a little slower today, right? But you're all on your horses. When all of a sudden, everybody, you can make an insight check right now, but it's and actually you're going at a 16, but the higher you get, the more advance notice you're going to get.
What do I add to this?
Okay.
I got everything.
What was it? A insight?
9.
Inside
30.
at what?
At a 16.
At
Good luck.
16.
30.
30. Oh,
So,
yeah. So you see it way ahead.
What?
You guys don't need to. He's got 30.
Okay.
He's
Yeah.
way over. Don't worry about
Only
it.
a 29.
All right. So you hear a rumble.
Only a
You
29.
hear a major rumble, and this comes up. Smashing through the trash stacks. All of you now need to. You all get a +4, and you're going at a 15 to dodge out of the way as this device smashes through the trash stacks.
What is that from?
It's either a Cybertron or a Zoid.
And we'll see.
+4, what are we doing?
All right. You are avoiding this vehicle that is smashing through the trash stacks. So you need to roll a 15. You do get a +4 because he warned you ahead of time.
Okay, all right.
So it's to dive out of the way.
Stack roll, we're getting dex.
Yeah, it's going to be dex. Exactly. Anybody who wishes can use athletics.
Okay.
Absolutely. Good luck.
Can I activate an ability?
I'll use
Yes,
acrobatics.
you can activate an ability because he gave you plenty of time.
You said
well-
what?
You need to roll a 15. You need to beat a 15.
Okay.
Right, I have 11 in athletics. If we're getting a +4.
Yeah, you're
So
good.
I'm-
You still have to roll.
Okay.
Yeah, this game does require it. So
31.
you're way over. Yeah.
So I actually have an ability
Tell me.
that lets me move through objects.
All right.
Would that apply? Could I
Oh,
phase?
absolutely. So you can let it just phase right through. You can go into your ghost form. It'll go right through you. Is that what you want to do?
That's what I want to do.
Absolutely. So it does go right through you. Let me see what you got. Oh, you already rolled.
Acrobatics. 28.
Do you want to land on it?
Can I?
Yeah, with a 28, absolutely. Or do you want to just get out of the way?
had a 30.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Is that the?
Wait. You know what? I will do
Thundertank?
that and then activate object
It's
reading.
the Thundertank! 50 HP. Why don't you? Right,
I will do that and activate object reading to get insight on this vehicle, where it's been.
Oh, nice.
Thundera.
Excellent.
It's been the freaking Thundera.
That's exactly where it was from. It is
can I
from
have the sword?
Thundera. Right.
I gained the mental image of any living creature who owned it, handled it for the last hour.
You see Panthro
So
driving it.
yeah, so I'm going to tell you exactly. So I'll tell you the following.
Oh my god!
Yes, exactly. So you
Oh,
know
using
that
the
one of the
nuance.
passengers is Lionel, and he is from Thundara. The
So-
pilot and mechanic is
So-
Panthro.
So a lion Superman's in there. Gotcha.
Yes, and then additionally there is Chitara and Tigra. And does anybody here at the table know her name? You all failed your
I
your
forget.
knowledge check.
She was one of the newer
That is
ones.
Pumira. You're exactly
Yeah.
right. That is Pumira.
Oh, Lilith,
And
it is that
and
guy.
it is
Oh,
Snarf.
Snarf.
Yes. So they scream to a halt. Panther jumps out and he goes, "Oh my goodness!" He says, "I'm so sorry. We almost struck you." Right?
Is it Panther or Fat Albert?
So Panther jumps out. Sorry about my accent. See why I don't do accents here? Right?
It's been fun though. It's
Yeah.
fun.
So at that point, Lionel comes forward and he says, "We're so sorry." He says, "We have been traveling quickly. Are any of you injured?"
Nope.
Okay. He says, "Well, we are very sorry. We're currently searching a very important item that we have has been stolen from us." He says, "It is about this long and has a cross guard here." All right.
Oh, I know where it's at. I've seen that.
Actually, back up. I'm not going to let you speak in character yet because there's this huge impact to your words.
Have we actually seen
Oh
it?
yeah. well,
Yes. Okay, wait, stop. Where have you seen this?
Heck if I know. That's why I'm asking.
All right. Tell the boy where are you now. Player, don't speak in player character yet. Not yet. Go
Okay,
ahead.
because
Yeah.
my character would speak out, but
Yeah.
it's the Star Trek people had it. They had it hidden under a tarp.
Oh, that's what the thing was.
They so James and Benjamin and Kate and
We
Spot.
totally could beat the crap out of them.
The Star
They
Trek
have
people stole the
the
sword
of moments. Exactly.
We should go beat the crap
Exactly.
out of them right now.
All right,
Let's go.
now, at this point, okay, all of you have a moment where you look at each other because you remember, except you. You're looking over, you're like, oh, look at that.
I'm too
there.
busy running in
Yeah.
circles at the amusement that I'm having being so fast.
There you go. Oh, that's true. Yeah, with the rod of
14 movement speed.
7 parts. It's awesome. That is really quick. Yeah, we got a new speedster in the group. I think you just added. Yeah.
I wonder how far I can jump.
Now, at this point,
What is your
I'm
speed
gonna,
now?
I stopped.
14.
So, Dave, I stopped you from Leroy Jenkins.
but it
Leroy
irks me that
Jenkins.
you can move 14.
You have been traveling with these guys. You went through a very traumatic thing last night. You can blurt it out, but you've been traveling with him long enough to see the kindness that he's done. That gives you just a moment of hesitation. So, with that said, you do know where the Sword of Omens are. Are you going to tell Lionel who has his sword and what direction they went?
Dude, this is a sweet ride, man. Those wheels, and I'm spinning my wheels around it. Look, anyone that drives something this sweet is okay in my book.
That is true.
And those guys had a clunker wagon.
They did.
And they just had they had a dirty cloth on top
That's
of
true.
it.
That's exactly right.
I'm like, look, there was these freaks down the road, right? They looked weird. They dressed weird. They even cut their clothes weird. It didn't make any sense. And, I mean, they were all right, but they wouldn't talk about this thing they had underneath of their tarp. And I think it was that.
So Lionel goes, he says, please, we have gathered these items here. And they just start throwing them down. He's got like, so they say.
And I'm also like, I have a friend that's a laser cat. And I'm pretty sure you guys would get along like that.
Well, wouldn't he be with us anyway?
All right,
No,
wait,
he's
wait.
not here right
I know he's not right now, but wouldn't he be?
Vibro sword. Wait, who are you talking about with the laser cat?
Mark's
Mark's got it.
Oh, you're absolutely right. Yeah.
He's a
Radioactive.
radioactive
So out of
cat.
sight, out of mind. I'm
Yeah, yeah.
terrible. All right. So they put down 4 items: vibro sword, repeating Gauss rifle, hollow scanner. Excuse me, and screaming Mimi. They offer. He says, if you will come into the Thundertank with us and guide us to where they are, we will give you all of these immediately.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would like the
I'm
vibro
down.
sword, if no one
You've
else.
already got the plasma sword.
Yeah, I know. I want to be able to dual wield with 2 amazing weapons. You know how awesome that would be? You have your dang gravity hammer level 8, alright?
You
Right.
have to run in 7 parts.
Yes, I do! Do you know how amazing it would be to be 14 movement speed and dual wielding 2 amazing weapons? That would be so much fun.
Are you saying you want the Sword of Omens? Is
No,
that
no,
what you
no,
said?
no,
He's talking
not
about the
that.
vibro sword.
What he
The
wants to
vibro
do is he
sword,
wants to
yeah.
attach the laser sword and the vibro sword to either side of the
Yeah.
rod of 7 parts to make a sword staff.
Yeah. So, by the way, so you guys jump into Thundertank. You may take all of those items and disperse them amongst yourself, please. And so at that point, the Thundertank, like it just kind of like screams along.
So,
right?
like, I'm sitting next, I nudge my way up to Panther.
Panther, yes,
I'm like,
yes.
Can I drive?
And he says, "Of course." He sits over and he says, "I admire." He says, "Your well-made vehicle yourself."
Screaming Mimi.
Right? And then you guys start talking about rotation and bearings and grease.
want-
Right? Yes.
Do you want the repeating Gauss
Could
rifle or the
I
hollow
be
scanner?
where their scanner is since I have
what's-
good...
Oh wait! I'm sorry. I have to say this.
Plus
Wait.
3 accuracy, D12 damage, and you push target 1 square is the salvage ability. Its standard use is level
I also
plus
have
8
a-
Give
versus
me
AC.
one second. I have to. There's a line I have to say. Panthera says immediately, Do you know how long I've been waiting for somebody to take care of the Thunder Tank other than me? Do you know how many times I've sat in the Thunder Tank while the rest of the people and Lino says to me, wait in the Thunder Tank? He says, yes, you can drive. Yes.
So I have 2 portacomps that I do not want. Would I be able to offer them up to like increase how well their things work and like
That's fantastic.
machine-wise? I'll talk to the mechanic about it because I don't really know what the heck they are.
That is very, very generous. You'll get 100 XP for each of these. I did not give you guys XP for living through the brawl at Stars Hollow Inn. For living through the brawl at Stars Hollow Inn,
I'm level 7.
400 XP across the board.
I leveled up too.
Yeah.
Which one do you want, Ted?
Now wait, I'm curious.
I'm
do you
happy
guys
with
have a music box?
Oh, so actually, Panther just kind of gives you like his scarred eye and like what the heck, like. But Pumira comes over and she says, "I'm Pumira," and she like sits down and she actually starts tinkling and she says, "We don't have much left after what we've given you. Would you be willing to look at our more mundane items for trade?"
I'll take the gun, I guess.
I was just being generous. I just wanted you guys to have good tunes in your ride.
She says, "Panther only listens to heavy metal. We'll definitely take that." Thank you.
Okay then.
She says, "This is very kind. Thank
Panther
you."
only listens to heavy metal.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that is very kind. That's 100 XP as well. Thank you. All right. So at that point, you guys scream toward.
So did you give us the XP
yeah.
for the night before? Or you said you were
I
going
400.
400.
400 flat across the board
For
for Stars Hollow. All right, and
Is there any extra XP for starting the ruckus?
That should be the
I'm not giving extra.
That should be the
XP.
opposite.
Yeah. Yeah, your slow dude was a lot nicer. Holy cows, yeah.
What are you
All
looking
right.
at there?
The next level.
8 is 6,500.
Yeah.
So close.
All right, so at that point, you guys scream back, okay? And so then they start talking, and Lionel goes, we must be very careful to take the Sword of Omens quickly. And at that point, Pumira says, indeed, she says, when we come across them, we must strike and strike quickly. Now, and you guys look at them, and then you remember those other guys, and
By the way, your scanners, would they detect invisible weapons?
yes, I do have some scanners here that would detect invisible weapons. Absolutely.
I have an all-seeing egg.
They seem to hit someone with a Louisville Slugger, but it was invisible and they exploded.
Wait, I'm not following you. What
That was the Captain.
GM.
That was the Captain Kirk.
Captain Kirk
It was
just wanted an
Tab.
invisible bat at someone.
Oh,
They-
no, not at
That
all.
was his hands.
He gave the classic.
Yeah,
Have
man.
you watched any
hammer punch.
the original series
Oh.
TOS?
Oh,
That's
That's
his
that
classic
angle.
Captain Kirk.
oh, I saw your hands do this.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Right, yeah, that's just how he punches someone,
Oh.
which is the best martial arts move ever.
Did you see the meme
Totally
that shows
effective.
all the Captain Kirk judo or whatever they call it?
How long were we in their little ship thing before we get to the point where like we'll be arriving near the place where
It's
we can.
probably only gonna take about 3 hours to catch the
Yeah. Honestly, like guys,
Benjamin and
would-
James.
Would you guys side with Star Trek over the Thundercats?
No.
Wow, I didn't hear an answer there.
No.
He said no.
No.
Thunder.
Wow.
Come on. On sheer.
Does James
They're an alpha
and Benjamin
mutation.
and Kate have no allies among this group? Mike,
Well,
Mike, what's your, are you
James.
siding with the Thundercats over James and Benjamin and Kate?
I've been a Thundercats fan
The-
longer than I've been
The
Star Trek.
fact that you're leading with James is your biggest downfall. In my opinion, Star Trek starts at Next Generation.
Oh, it's a great
You
point.
didn't.
Picard's
You
not
didn't.
there.
You didn't put Picard in there. Now you did put Data, which is a
Spot. Go
which
ahead.
is a good. And
Is
and
Spot
you-
a third one? Because his
Cat.
brother was.
Cat. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
and then you put Cisco in there, which I'm a fan of.
You guys have your own. I hear you. Okay, I got you. All right. So you guys are screaming along, and actually, sure enough, you can actually see another cook fire, right? Like coming up, and so you tell them to pull over, and so he does. Go ahead.
When in the
Also-
conversation there, I'm going to say that we have talked to them, so perhaps we can actually have a conversation. I don't know whether you lost it or whether they stole it. So I want to find that out.
Oh, it was absolutely stolen from us. He says.
There's another strike against Star Trek.
We should
people.
just go in guns blazing.
He says, now what happened is Panthro, tell him what happened. And he says, well, Lion-O came and I gave Lion-O the sword, and then the sword was gone, and I asked Lion-O, and Panthro says, and I said, Lion-O, I gave you the sword. And Lion-O says, at no point did he ever give me the sword. So I can guarantee. Now, who stole it?
Odo.
Odo. Yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. Yes, 100 XP right there for both of you. All right, so at that point, you guys see the cook fires, and they like screech the Thundertank to a halt. And Panthro kicks off the scanners. He goes, there are lethal and stun weapons all over that camp. They have major weapons. Did you see these?
They did not have lethal.
How large are these weapons?
They had a lot of Omegatech just hanging around.
Wait, did he say this is a tank? Did he call it the Thundertank?
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah.
This is a tank.
He goes, Lion-O says, we are the Thundercats. We cannot simply roll over them with the Thunder.
But if it is your...
And the reason why is my master Jago trained me for kindness and civility.
But if this is your sacred relic, should not everything be put full bear?
He says, everything should, except our dignity and our honor. Jago taught me I can never let those go. He says, not even for the sword of
Paladin
omens.
Paladin comment?
Yes, lawful good. That's true. You're hearing a lot of lawful good coming off of him. Yes.
Lawful good Paladin.
Yeah. And so at that point, he says, we'll need to now. Yes. So he says, we'll need to. He says, I think we should leave the Thundertank here. We'll engage them in hand-to-hand combat. And we are swift. And you at that point, Lion-O literally brings out his claws. And he says, shall you join us in battle?
I think it's on.
My sword's already starting to spark. I'm so excited right now.
That's awesome. Now, so at that point, you guys are in, I guess.
So yeah. I'm setting up 20 squares away.
Wow. Holy cow. All right, let's bring it in. All right, so
You're starting up 20 squares away?
Yeah, I'm setting up 20 squares away.
He's going to overcharge and then blow up again, watch.
No, I can't use it again.
Was it a one type of weak thing?
It's an alpha mutation. It's done until we...
Oh, it's an alpha mutation.
Actually, I didn't even look at my office.
I have tentacles and a sonic screech.
But before we do go into this, I will armor up. Overcharging? Not. Well, guys, have fun with this.
So I need.
What does it do now?
I have a
need
metal
1,
statue.
2, 3, 4,
Is that really what
5,
it says?
6, 7, 8. By the way, these are their first names. Toyota is totally for her first name. A lot of people don't know that. And Sachin Tagai is
You do get to
his
save.
first name. His
Yeah,
first name.
every round.
That's his
At
first
least
name.
there's that.
Spock?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. All right, so
And what about Oath?
You need one more-
that's
you
the
need
names
one
you were
more
given
of your yellow
for
things,
Odo,
so-
and that is
It's
the
so good
name
when
they
it
give you for
overcharges,
him.
though.
So yeah,
Because it's his cat.
yeah. All right.
So I'm a metal statue right now, Scott.
Whoa.
You need one more yellow thing up.
So explain the power to me.
It's called Hey Tin Man, enough with the squeaking. How about something... This about something about that glare, metal body. I went to overcharge, critical fumbled, and so I'm doing the drawback. I'm a metal statue.
Oh wow! Oh my gosh! So you're out! Oh my
Yeah, every
gosh!
round I get a chance,
I have a
but
question.
Like that guy from Hot Buzz who roleplayed the golden statue. That's like him now.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is there a way that I could what they did to
So
the
when
Tin
you-
Man, oil up his hinges or whatever
when
with
you don't
myself?
get the overcharge, you don't get the ability, right?
That's true.
Correct.
So
You get that
can
ability.
absolutely do that.
So for instance,
but then
when I
you
do,
will actually be,
say, psychic
enabling him
illusion.
to go, which means you're still kind of down one player. You can absolutely do that, but
overcharge
it
it,
won't give you action for 2
any
players.
creature that interacts
You see
with
what I'm saying?
it now
Okay,
takes
yeah.
damage
Yeah,
instead of
you
seeing
can kind
an
of trading your own
object.
volition for his.
Alright.
If
Yeah.
I
yeah.
if I fold that,
Oh,
So
I would
actually-
think I was seeing that object
One,
and
for
taking
one,
the
I
psychic
give you 50
damage.
HP before you
Do it
think
to
about
yourself,
it.
yeah.
Exactly.
Actually, I do see your point. You can move him for the first round, and that will allow him to take the first round. You can pop out on the second. You guys are both in. So you will lose one action, but he'll be in the fight. Do you want
Alright,
to do that?
yeah, I'll do that.
That's fantastic. That's another 50 XP. Really good idea.
so how
So
far
you
out?
get your first action. He's going to lose his second action because he is literally filled you with himself, right?
Uh-huh.
And then you're going to be able to move, and then he'll pop out of you on the first.
Quote unquote greasing
Yeah.
the hinges.
Yeah, go ahead.
So how far out are we?
So at that point, you guys can engage, right?
So
And-
blowy.
These guys all move so much faster than I do.
yes,
14.
that's a great point.
So I
Right.
don't know how
Are you sure
fast
you, are you sure
the
you, are you, sure you
Thundercats
can't
are
double
moving.
my
Oh, you
speed?
know what?
Here's- yeah.
I think what Panther might offer to do for him is, they had a claw pulls back, he could catapult him right into them.
Who would he do?
Me.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. The only problem, though, is there
The
is
landing?
a 50% chance. Yeah, you have to make an athletics check 20 or take 3d6.
Oh, that's
Do you still want to do that?
That's better than 50% chance.
Yeah, let's do it, man. All right, okay. So you are catapulted in by the Thundertank. All right, the two of you go at the top of the initiative because you're ridiculously fast. And then because you guys are ambushing them, you will go first, and then they will all go at this point. Okay. All right. So that is the initiative order, and actually you go first because you're being catapulted in. Let's see your athletics check.
Scott,
So I have athletics is
does
11.
flight allow me to not take fall damage, or do I still take fall damage?
So I do not pass my check.
Oh no, you won't take fall damage
Because I can fly at will.
Absolutely.
Yes, I'm launching myself in the air. It's gonna happen.
Nice. That's good.
So I will take the 2d6.
Okay, it's 3d6. Go ahead and roll
Oh, so
it.
three.
Roll it up for me if you would, please. And at that point, everybody's at full HP, of course. Thank you again for the
From
music box. And I'm gonna put and the porticor.
my force shield.
Do you want me to find Pantera?
Yeah, that's true.
That's a
Yeah.
fun.
So enter the
So
Sandman.
I guess
starts
I'm
off
going to
from-
talk. I
from
only
the
seen one of them
Thundertank.
physically attack anything, so
Yeah.
I'm just going to assume that that's the dangerous one, James.
Yeah,
So I'm going to take 3 shots at James.
that's awesome.
Oh,
Okay.
no, I can't do that. It's 1, 2, or 3 creatures. So I will just attack three different ones.
Wait, I just want to point out.
Did you save
So
yet?
wait. I just want to point out real quick.
He did the thing.
Benjamin and Kate and such a guy, all the people you saved from ambush at the beginning of this.
We're now
session,
ambushing.
You are now ambushing.
Yes.
Right.
We
Do
told
it.
them
Circle is
Gammaworld's a
complete.
dangerous place.
It is a dangerous place.
All right,
Right.
so-
Now the circle is complete.
It's-
All right.
We
so,
also told
we
them
are still the
ambushes
master.
and the ambushees.
All right, so that's the damage that I rolled. My force shield gives me resist all 3, so I take 5.
Oh, thank you. Go ahead. And where are you at right now? You total. Just let me know when you find it.
That's
cool.
57.
Oh,
So
gotcha.
is there a
Yeah.
bonus from attacking from ambush?
You get to go first. You get to attack.
Okay.
Right? So you're at the top of the initiative. I will give you a +2.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I get 3 shots.
Yep.
And they have to be at 3 separate targets.
Now,
James.
what are you shooting him with?
This Megatech I got repeating Gauss rifle.
Nice. Okay.
So that is a 23.
Okay.
You can use Dex or Intelligence to hit with that, right?
They
James-
also don't see me.
Not
as
for
well.
this part of it.
Oh,
Oh, good to know. Thank you.
Yep.
I guess. Let's see. Spot. Oh, 30 something.
You have a +14.
So you have not missed so far. Go ahead.
And I guess this one will be at. What did he say his name was? The Oath.
Oh, so wait, you're stopping at 2 shots
3
on
shots.
James.
No, I'm taking 3 shots, and they have to be against separate targets.
Oh, so the first one was against James. What was the second? Who was the second one?
Spot.
So, yeah.
And the last one is Oath. And Oath, I hit a 29.
Got it. Oh, you hit on all of them. All right, and so I will put out your damage now.
All right. So I guess the gold will be Oath. The yellow will be Spot, and the greenish
Actually,
one.
So hold on. This one right here. What was your damage on James?
Okay, James is going to be 19.
All right. Oh yeah. Okay. So you've struck him. Okay.
And he gets pushed back 1.
Ooh. Nice. Okay.
And then Oath is another. Is actually the same. 19. He gets
Thank
pushed
you.
back 1.
All right. Gotcha. I got
And
him
then-
marked.
A 20 on Spot.
20 on Spot. Okay.
And he also gets pushed back 1.
All right. Got it. Okay. Got it.
All right. Can we put them in squares?
Yeah. Absolutely.
And I probably would have timed it so once he lands, then I would have let the shots off. So
Wow.
if that makes a difference
Yeah.
for his range.
Yeah, sure. No worries. All right. And you can choose to hit one of the ones who are damaged now, or you can come in on one of the others. You want to hit
Well,
fresh?
I'm gonna cluster these 4.
Okay. Now, just if it does it matter who they are to you? Would you attack Kate as easily as you would attack Odo?
Well, I'm
Kate.
He doesn't have control of it.
I'm doing the burst.
Okay.
I mean, they have all, they're all party to this theft,
It's true.
and I'm siding.
I got
I'm
you.
siding with the paladin over.
Lion. Yeah, I
the
got you.
rogue.
I got you. Do it up.
All right, so
Where are the Thundercats in this?
Yeah, they're coming in.
Okay.
I'll
You know,
bring
if you
them in
look
now.
objectively at this, we have a harsher penalty for theft than old school Saudi Arabia.
What we're doing right now, yeah.
So Lion-O is coming in.
Come on.
Pan-
so-
Panther's back in the Thundertank. Linus, stay in the Thundertank, Panther.
All right.
And he's like, damn it.
I don't know
Can't
if
fire
you,
the missiles.
Let's listen to my heavy metal. Enter Sandman.
I don't know if you know who everyone is here.
Wait. Tigra and hold on. Sorry. And then
So who's faster?
Chitara's way ahead.
You or
She's the
Chitara?
fastest.
I might be.
Yeah, and that's all of them. Go ahead.
All right, so I don't know who these
He
4
needs
are.
to buff himself.
Yeah. So Noyota,
So the answer
Kate.
is him when he buffs.
That is
However,
Odo,
I can cover
and
him around the
then it is
'Cause I can
also.
quick attack,
Let me get him in
wizard,
here.
spot.
Yeah, Sachin Tagai.
Okay.
I can keep
So,
moving.
He do that all the time.
It's a 15 versus their 4.
utility.
It's just a minor action.
15 versus their fort. Okay.
Minor action. I move my speed.
that-
at
does
9.
that- any of them?
15 against their fort.
Yeah.
Sorry, let me check right now. Hold on. Yes, does hit everybody but. It hits everybody but to Sachin Tagai. So this one right here, he gets pulled. He's not
All
pulled
right, so
over.
that's
I'm gonna
20
mark him.
damage.
I have
20
him
poison
marked real
damage.
quick.
If it makes a difference.
20 damage to all of them.
20 damage
Let's
to
do.
those that have succeeded.
Wow.
So 20, 20, 20.
Yeah. To them who's yeah, and that is you said that if they failed or if they
That
you
was-
succeeded against,
yes.
right? I got you. Yeah, so all of them, I'll mark them now with their 20s.
Yeah, but now I got burnt. Now I've got my wield utility. Burning rubber. I can move.
All right.
And,
Okay, and yeah,
This one's
if I
chicken the
stack
guy.
my stuff right.
yeah, yep. All right, yeah.
All right, you have to
this
move,
is
you have to actually
it's
move
marked.
though to activate.
Okay.
That's
So
that's
then
Shigai.
he took 20 as
That's
well.
like once per encounter.
Oh yeah, thank you,
Is
appreciate it.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait a minute. I didn't look at. Yeah. Once per.
All right, now at this
awesome.
point for their initiative,
Well, these two still have to go.
yeah, go right ahead. You guys,
I still lose I lost my action.
So that was last round.
Oh, I can go now?
We waited until he was.
Okay, so I'm still invisible. I was wondering if I could use half my movement to go above someone, then the other half of my movement to drop down on them with my sword out like this and in a little spinny move.
wow.
And I kind of want to land on someone.
You can absolutely do that, and with the spin move, you can hit 2 targets. So, so basically, James, you have Kate and Noyota. This is Suchin Tagai. That is Odo, and then you have Benjamin, and that is Spot.
So these are the only two that aren't damaged.
Yeah, correct. Suchin Tagai and Spot.
So you would probably want to do it to the ones that are damaged.
Can I land like here and hit these two?
Yes, you could hit these 2 absolutely. But wait, hold on. Noyota and Kate. Just saying. Do your thing. Oh, you're doing it.
All of them are enemies in my
Do it
book.
up.
Scott,
you got
it's
it.
2017. Everyone's equal.
Yeah, exactly.
So
yeah.
I would be
Come a
invisible
long way, baby.
up until I kind of like hit them.
Okay, yes.
So
I've done my best.
I'm
I really
also
have.
View them with equal disdain.
I'm also going
Do you
to
ever watch Teen Titans Go?
I have. Yes.
Have you seen the Chivalry episode?
No.
Watch it.
I'm also going to use my expert ape training ability thing, and I'm
Okay.
gonna roar before
Yeah.
I attack.
Do it up.
So is this 2 separate D20s or?
It is 2 separate. It is 2 separate attacks. Go right ahead.
That's a natural
Oh,
20.
yeah, natural 20
That's a
absolutely
10
makes.
plus stuff.
Yeah, and you only need. What's your 10? I'm pretty sure you're gonna be over, but let me know.
So to hit, it's plus the strength mod plus my level physical damage, or no. The attack is strength plus my level plus weapon accuracy plus 2 versus their armor class.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
It's
you're
over
For
well
both
over.
of them.
Yep, you're well.
Well,
over.
forget the natural
And
20 is
then
on
what's your what is
That's
your
well
damage?
over 20.
The damage.
What's your critical
is
power?
Oh yeah.
The 2d10 plus strength mod plus my level of physical damage.
And that's the standard, or that's a crit?
Oh, this is brutal. Okay. All right.
Oh, you don't double
that's the
damage,
standard.
right?
Yeah.
You just get your crits.
You
just
knock
got-
out. You knock
for
out
example,
Toyota.
If I got a
and you
crit
kill
because of my speedster,
Kate.
I'll get to attack
Dead.
again.
Right. Okay.
Which
And
could
then
have
at that
the same
point,
thing as attacking.
the moment
Doubling
Kate has fallen, so then thank you. At that point, Lion-O comes in, and this was so that's James. That's that is just remember
I like
Odo.
that die.
Yeah. So Lion-O
That's you.
just pounces on Odo,
Wouldn't that
knocks
be
him
over
down.
there?
Oh yeah, I have
knocks him
to
out.
figure stuff out real quick.
Right. And then at this point, this actually Chitara comes in, knocks out James T. Kirk.
These three
And-
all have advantage on me
Ooh.
until the
and-
end of my next turn.
Yeah,
And
even after
then,
that becomes a regular weapon,
At that
it's
point,
still
Tiger
full
comes
squares.
in. He finishes off this one.
No, that's already
No.
down. That was Kate.
Oh yeah, you're no.
That one
Yeah,
was
you're
knocked
absolutely right.
down.
That's out. And so he attacks Suchin Dagai, who easily. Well, you know what? I'll roll for it. Hold on. So he's gonna need.
I'm gonna count that as a pretty successful round for me.
He needs an 18 or higher. 7. He misses. So Suchin Dagai just kind of pushes him off. And then last, Pumira comes in, shoots all the way to the back, leaps off of your back to do it, and absolutely comes down. And
If it matters, when she uses her legs to bounce off of me, it gives her a little jump boost because I'm
Jello.
I'm Jello.
and
Yes.
kill. And actually, at that point, Kate's already fallen. Knocks out Benjamin Sisko. And then at that point, you hear right? And immediately,
Beam me up,
all
Sky.
but the corpse of Kate are immediately beamed up, and they all disappear. And at that point, all the Thundercats, kind of skid to a halt, and you immediately stand up and you just hop out and say, "Right this way." You unfold one of the burlaps. And right there is the Sword of Omens.
Nice.
Do you pick? What do you do? Pick it up and give it to Lion-O? What do you do?
Oh
with it?
yeah, I presented to him.
Right, and he's like, "This was so important that this was returned to us. Thank you so much. We truly are grateful for all that you have done." And he says, "Your kindness will be long remembered by the Thundercats." And at that point,
We got our own
Yeah.
episode.
you guys, yeah, exactly. Each of the Thundercats embrace you, and then you guys share one more meal before they ride off in the Thundertank.
I'm
and you
curious. Would hugging one of these furry creatures recover strain? I'm sorry, that's another.
Maybe
By the way,
Robaz.
coming over to you, Snarf.
Oh yeah, Snarf. We can send
Wait.
Snarf around.
Right.
Yeah, he wanted the pet Snarf.
I did.
Right, and then so you do get a chance to pet Snarf before they go.
we get like a
Yeah.
communicator
demeaning.
or something in case we need their help
we
or they
should
need
totally
ours.
do that.
for the Thundercats.
Yes.
So at that point,
Or a signal flare or something.
How will you know?
Yes,
How will we
absolutely.
know if you need us in the future?
he goes, "Well," he says, "what you can do is we will give you this." And actually, he puts it on the ground and he hits it with his foot, and this gigantic red circle comes up with a black cat in the center. He goes, "Put this into the sky. If we are anywhere close, we shall come." Right, and at that point,
You know where.
they
Okay, then.
roar off in the thunder tank.
If you need help,
You
you
guys-
know where to find us. We'll be there.
There.
You guys head off.
So
guys
is there
head
anything
off.
else in the wagon?
In the wagon, absolutely.
All the
Yes.
stuff that they had offered, but then we were like,
So
oh.
there is one tricorder. So someone needs to put that on their sheet. Who
What
wants
is
the
it?
tricorder?
What is
I'd-
that?
That'd be-
I'll take it.
All right.
Yeah,
Were
that's
there
not
bottle
anything.
caps?
Tricorder, and they did leave one Starfleet phaser, which has both lethal and stun. All
What's
right,
the ammo
yeah.
on that?
Well,
That
it's
doesn't have
standard
ammo.
ammo, not like your Tau Gauss, not like your Tau Pulse rifle.
I think
which
we
is
should give it.
ridiculously powerful.
I think we should give that to you because you've been pretty deadly with shooting.
That's
stuff.
true.
Did they
Yes.
have? Did they have any bottle caps on my thing?
There are no bottle caps in there.
I'm
Sorry,
certain that if you search this
do you
mega
guys
trash
take
pile.
the time to bury Kate?
I'll
And
do
by
I
it.
the
thought,
way-
I thought it was Nyota that died.
No, it was Kate. And by the way, I apologize. I used the actor's first name and not the captain's first name? What is the captain?
Catherine Janeway.
Oh, I was right. Okay, thank goodness. I didn't do that.
Janeway.
All right.
Captain.
100% right.
I did the damage.
All
I'll
right.
do it.
Okay, that really is a huge relief.
So
Okay.
to get it out of the way, what's the accuracy and damage of the Starfleet phase?
Oh, I'll handle that. You trust me. You're not going to have an opportunity to use it tonight. I will answer that. Yeah.
Okay.
You're gonna be dead. Don't
And
worry
also,
about
there
it.
are also major phasers here. So at that point, you guys start to begin to head back toward New York, and as you walk behind one trash heap, one last surprise of Gammaworld happens, and just a small baby giraffe walks out and walks next to you as you guys head toward New York and scene. And until next time,
Stay nerdy.